Welcome back to the Real Birdie channel. My daughter and I just finished watching Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, and which was Chadwick Boseman's final performance. Oh, so sad about that. So I will say him and Viola Davis, they did excellent, played excellent roles, but the movie itself was just so, first of all, it was a lot shorter than I thought it was gonna be. I just yeah, I thought it was gonna be, basically it was just in one location, basically. In the beginning, Ma Rainey, they had, I don't want to call it the Chitlin Circuit. I don't know what they called it back in 1920s, but black folks coming to see her, they would stand out for long lines. I guess they had her shows like under tents and things like that. I would have to watch the beginning again. But so basically she started to blow up, and the white recording studios wanted her, and basically the movie was just set in this white man's recording studio. And I was saying Ma Rainey would get on my nerves, but when in actuality she was really trying to get what she wanted, because she said once they got what she wanted, they wouldn't need her anymore, basically. And then Chadwick was the trumpet player. I think he was a trumpet player, which he had his own ideas, and he was trying to get, they called her Ma, they just called her Ma, to, take on his ideas, and she wouldn't listen to him. So he was frustrated about that, frustrated about what happened when he was a little boy. Then come to find out, Ma Rainey, she was bisexual. So she had this young girl, which you said she played on Hit the Floor.
Yeah.
But Chadwick was dipping in it too, which really wasn't a character development, because it was just in one location. I thought it was gonna be like them going through the years and maybe them finally coming to agreement where they would collaborate. Him and Ma, but she ended up, spoilers, I'll put that in the title, just spoilers. She ended up firing him, and he thought, hey, I don't care, because I forgot what the man's name was, the man that owned the studio. He didn't gave him his songs, but little did he know they ended up stealing his songs. Told him he said, I'll pay you $5 a piece for them. They weren't good. We tested your songs out and they weren't good. He basically like begging this man, let me play my own songs. And they know they're no good. So then Glenn Turman was in there, which he was like the eldest of the band, and he stepped on these shoes, which is such what did I call that, Adra?
You said it was symbolic.
Symbolic. There's a lot of symbolism in this. So in the beginning, Chadwick Boseman's character's name was Levy or something like that. Well, he bought these yellow shoes for $11, and he was so proud of these shoes. Well, so at the end, when the white man rejected him, stole his songs, basically, which has happened throughout history, he looked like he wanted to come after the white man, but he didn't. When he got back in the room with the band was packing up, he ended up, Glenn Turman accidentally stepped on his shoe, and he went off about it. He said, man, you stepped on my shoe, over and over and over again. He ended up stabbing the man to death. So I just thought how symbolic that was, that, and which is going on till this day. You know, you can't get at the white person. They call it the man. You can't get at the man, so you take it out on your fellow brother. That's how I took it. I would say it's worth seeing. Viola Davis looked very uncomfortable to me. The way they had the makeup on her, they made it. I mean, she could have actually been hot, but I think it was a special makeup they put on her to make her look extra shiny and greasy. And I said, oh my goodness, they would have to do so many takes on me, because I'm already greasy right here. But I would just be like, and they'd probably be like, okay, we gotta put that makeup on you again. Unless they remind me how much money they was paying me, then I might, because they had just all caked on her eyes and all on her chest, and her chest was glistening. And you probably seen pictures. So I'll just read you some things about it. Ma Rainey's Black Bottom is a tribute to a real life blues legend. So I didn't know it was based off of a true story, because I was reading about it when I was watching it. So I kind of thought that the movie probably would have been 3 hours long, but it was only like an hour and 20 minutes. So I'm kind of like, where's the rest of this story? It's like this article I'm reading is longer than the movie. So Ma Rainey's Black Bottom is a movie adaptation of August Wilson's play starring Viola Davis and Chadwick Boseman, and it just came out Friday. And basically it was set in the 1920s. The play follows a day in the life, and they mean that. Just a day in the life of Ma Rainey, the blues singer, and her band. That was it. That was all of it. I said, what? She did have an accident in the beginning of but that was the most that really happened in there.
Right.
The real Ma Rainey passed away in 1939. But when Viola Davis transformed into the legendary blues singer, to a film, a concert sequence for Netflix's Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. And they had a crowd of extras, 300 extras, all Pittsburgh natives, responded as if the legend were herself brought back to life. I'm not trying to read all this, but I just wanted to get some history on her. The New York Times obituary published in 2019 as part of the paper's Overlooked series. Rainey was the first entertainer to bridge the divide between vaudeville, which catered to white audiences, and the authentic black Southern folk expression of the blues. I guess I could probably show you guys this. I guess this is kind of like an ad. I don't know. It's like this black and white ad by Paramount. It really is. She was just unafraid, She was very raw. Rainey's music spoke to people's real experiences. Ma Rainey's blues were simple, straightforward stories about heartbreak, promiscuity, drinking binges, the odyssey of travel, the workplace and the prison road gang, magic and superstition. Thanks to Rainey, blues was incorporated into the mainstream. Still, despite being a pioneer, Rainey's popularity declined as jazz and other genres took center stage. Rainey was a traveling performer by the age of 14. And that's what I'm reading this article, and they're telling her story, which is why I'm kind of like, why was it just a day in her life? Why didn't it go from age 14 to, when she ended up dying? At the age of 18, she married William Paul Rainey, so she was actually married. I'll put the link into this article so you guys can read it, because it was really, really in depth. So they did say Viola Davis, so she wore some padding. She did gain weight also for the part, because I saw her on Facebook and she's like really, really slim, and she's been working out with her trainer. Yeah, it was in her face. Yeah, and her boobs probably. Her boobs was sitting up out there, y'all. She had a long-lasting friendship with blues legend Bessie Smith. So she, on the movie, was saying how Bessie Smith came up after her, and she basically told Bessie Smith, she learned everything from, Ma Rainey. And Queen Latifah played Bessie Smith. Did you ever see that movie?
No.
Yeah, I don't think you. Yeah, Queen Latifah she had seen when she was getting down in there, and I was like, oh no, I don't want to see Queen Latifah getting down like that. So, and then they were saying how she was openly affectionate with her lover, Dusty May. Rainey made no secret of her love for women. And that's something back in the 1920s. She was, it says this is a woman who was unapologetic about her sexuality and unapologetic about her worth. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this egg on and on and on. She died in 1939 at the age of 53. See, the thing about this movie that they did is like it really captured your attention and then it ended. So that's, the part that's really a downer to me. And then the actual, like I said, what happened at the end of the movie is just like very, very disappointing. Like, I don't know, but they said it was true, so what can you do? It's almost like the same story, different characters, basically. Throughout history, it's been the same story, repeated. It's kind of like, how come we can never have a happy ending story? It's like we never can. Like, I don't know what that is. Did you want to say anything, Aidra? She's disappointed too.
Just talk about the God aspect.
Oh, that's deep. There's a lot of deep things in this movie. Chadwick was just, Levi. Chadwick's character, Levy. I don't want to say it was Chadwick, but you can tell by appearance sake, Chadwick was very, very, very sick at this point. And what he was saying was very, very passionate, and it seemed like it was in relation to what he was going through, but I really don't think he would say something like that. He was just being very blasphemy, as they say. Because I don't want to spoil the whole story for you guys, but something that happened to his mom when he was 8, and he was saying, why does God let these things happen? So it's a good question. Like, we were just saying that was a good question, and I'm just saying what all the older people told me, that God gave free will. So It's kind of like, seem like he would be able to prevent these things, and he probably does prevent a lot of things, because I know that's true for a fact. There's a lot of things that almost happened to me and people that I know, so something had to prevent it. But I don't know, y'all. It's just, this movie really, 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 really makes you think. What else? That was it? An hour 20 minutes. She was very, very demanding to them white men. She wanted her ice cold Cokes, and they told her, we'll get you your soda. And she said, I want my Cokes now before I sing a song. So that's why I was saying I didn't really care for her in the beginning, but then I understood her towards the end. So, wow. So if you guys see Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, which was the title of a song, I believe. I kind of want to watch it again, but then I don't, because it went so fast. Like, I'm sitting there thinking they're going to show her, going, selling more records and going to old age. And, I had read that she was married, that they would have showed her husband. I thought, like it just ended like that. And then they had Denzel on talking at the end, but I wasn't paying that really no attention, because I was like, still kind of like, an hour and 20 minutes? They made such a huge deal, and it is a huge deal, because Chadwick, I would probably say that was one of his best performances, really. Really, really, really. He said a lot of words that I never heard him say, and he did a lot of things I never seen him do. Hint, hint, hint. I was wishing I was that girl. I was like, Chadwick was on her leg, and then it was more, y'all. Yeah, so y'all need to see it just for that. But this was his great performances. Great performances. Oh my gosh. I just wish it was longer. I even wish it would have been like they did with Octavia Spencer, Self-Made. If they would have did like I can't remember, y'all, but it was like a couple of episodes. It would have been like, if it came on TV back in the day, it would have been a mini series. So you would watch, it would be like a 3-day event, or if something would come on Sunday, you have to wait till next Sunday. I would have even had liked it if it was like that. But this was an hour and 20 minutes, and that was it. Like, I'm confused. I'm like, is it more? Like, I'm sitting there like, what? Skirt? That was it? Alright, y'all. I guess that's all I wanted to say. Like I said again, if you guys saw Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, comment down below. It's worth a watch. If you watch this video, you already know it's short. So, but it's definitely worth the watch, because Chadwick and Viola, they played some really, really good parts. And comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.